Good evening, everyone. I'm Keith Patrick. Thank you for joining us here on Sports Center. Last year, Steve Jefferson accomplished everything a team could hope for. Batting .352 with 42 home runs and 124 RBIs, it was enough to win him the Most Valuable Player award. However, it was not enough to keep the Giants in the playoffs, the Giants getting knocked out in 3 games by the Cardinals. Standing outside SBC Park with the Giants slugger is our own Linda Jones. Linda.
Thank you, Keith. Steve, first off, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy training schedule to speak with us today.
It's no problem, Linda.
Now, Steve, starting off this season as last year's most valuable player, what are your goals for this year?
Well, my ultimate goal, as well as my team's goal, is to win the championship this year. And I was fortunate to play well all season long and stay healthy, but I didn't bring home a ring, and that's what we always play for.
Well, since the end of this season, your contract...
Think this is easy for me? You have to trust me. We need this.
I don't want to.
We have no other option. How will we support ourselves?
Mother, how can you ask this of me? I mean, I've never even...
Sweetheart, I know what you're thinking. But think what will happen when this is over. We won't be living in a place like this. We won't be wondering when our next government check will clear. All our worries will disappear.
Mother,
If you love your mother, you will do it as fucking necessary to please me! I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm a little tense right now. You can do this. I know it. I have faith in my little angel. Make sure you are there at 10.
Who have been your role models that have helped you get you where you are today?
I thank God. I take nothing for granted. Life couldn't get any better for me at this point.
Well, Steve, thank you.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do can be used against you in a court of law. You You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, you will be provided.
Do you understand the rights
Will the defendant please rise and face the bench? Mr. Jefferson, as a role model to the youth of America, your actions not only disgrace the sports world, but you have destroyed the dreams of millions of children around the world. Based on the evidence submitted to me by the prosecution, I find you, the defendant, Stephen A. Jefferson, guilty of charges of statutory rape. Court adjourned.
Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson,
That's the latest from the Jefferson rape trial. Sentencing is expected next week. In other news, the Houston Astros have taken a baby step forward on Roger Clemens. They've progressed from clueless about to somewhat optimistic that he
Oh, it all worked out so well.
according to GM Tim. Somewhat optimistic that he would return to pitch in 2006, according to GM Tim Purpura.
You can do this.
But Mother, I've never even.
Sweetheart, I have faith in my little angel.
Hi.
You have the right to remain silent. Mrs. Mullen?
Yes?
Mrs. Teresa Mullen?
Yes.
You have to come with us.
What's this about?
You have to come with us to the precinct right now.
Will the defendant please rise and face the bench? Mrs. Mullen, of all my years as being a judge, I have never, ever tried such an horrendous case as this. If there was some way I could impose a greater sentence on you, I would. But all I can do is charge you with the prostitution of a minor, and that I find you guilty.